Will says, is trust flow category from the linking domain more page level or domain level? It's really domain level. It's more of a domain level. Will, that's a great question, by the way. So now that I understand what you're asking, I can give you a better answer. So it's more like, so trust flow is an aggregate of all the trust flow that is flowing into a domain. So topical trust flow, trust flow and topical trust flow is an aggregate of all of the trust flow flowing into the domain. So that's why when you look at the root domain level, you're looking at kind of like the overall trust flow of the domain itself, not a particular page. If you go into Majestic and you look at the URL instead of the root domain, then it changes. You're looking at only the trust flow of that particular URL. Hopefully that's clear. So it's more kind of a domain thing. And Will, that's why if you have a domain that has a topical trust flow and not a relevant category, and the only way to overcome that, it can be overcome quite easily, but the way to do it is to get one link with a trust flow value higher than the highest trust flow value link in the category that you need it to be. So in other words, let's say it's a tree service contractor site. Business, construction, and maintenance is the primary topical trust flow category, or it could be business, agriculture, and forestry, or home/gardening, whatever. Those are the three most relevant topical trust flow categories. But let's just say that it has the most the primary topical trust flow, or the most prominent topical trust flow category of the tree service company's domain is society/law, because an attorney linked to their blogs saying thank you for removing a tree from a parking lot, right? From their parking lot, whatever. So now they got a link that's a trust flow 27 that's in the society/law topical trust flow category. And all their other links that might be in business, construction and maintenance, business, agriculture and forestry, home/gardening, all the relevant links have lower values than trust flow 27. Then the only way so that means the society/law will be the most prominent topical trust flow category on that domain until they get, there will be a split, by the way. There will be also other topical categories showing, but the bulk of the top percentage of the topical trust flow would be in society/law. So then the only way to overcome that is to just get a trust flow 28 link in one of the more appropriate categories. That's all it takes. It's just getting trust flow link in the appropriate category, just a one point value higher, one trust flow point value higher, just in the right category, and that'll skew it or change it to the appropriate category, if that makes sense. It doesn't remove the topical trust flow from the other category, but that doesn't matter. In my opinion, it doesn't matter, especially if it's getting a link from, like I mentioned in this hypothetical example, a local attorney linking to a tree service site, thanking them, in a thank you post on their blog. That is still a valuable link. I don't care if it's not in the appropriate topical trust flow category. It's a local business linking to the site, if that makes sense. What I try to explain with semantic links is, if you're trying to rank in maps, and I've talked about this many times, but local links with geographic relevance or local relevance have more in effect. But if you look at the top ranked competitors in the organic section for anything that's really competitive, generally, it's not always, but generally, if you average out, if you look at the top 5 ranked competitors and you look at their backlink profiles and their topical trust flow categories and everything else, in the more competitive markets, you're going to see that those that are ranked at the top have relevant link profiles. Again, it's not always the case, but the vast majority, more often than not, you see relevant link profiles ranked at the top over organic. If you look in the map section, though, a lot of the times you don't see that. Like if you analyze their backlink profile, they got shitty backlink, or what appears to be, based on traditional metrics, what appears to be a very poor backlink profile. But if you analyze the backlinks a little bit deeper, most of the times, or a lot of the times, I don't know about most of the times, but a lot of the times you'll notice that a lot of the links that those ranked in the top of the maps pack will have geographic relevance, right? As that's why they can still rank well in maps, even though they have a poor topical relevance, right? Or non-relevant backlink profile, etc. Because it's at least as far as traditional metrics, right? Hopefully that's clear. Anyway,